Welcome to Mahjong and Mics, where tiles click, the stories flow, and strategy meets laughter.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're here to bring you all things Mahjong. Whether you're a seasoned player or just shuffling in for the first time, we've got you covered.
So grab your tiles, pour yourself some tea,
or something a little stronger,
and let's get started. Okay, we're here with Jen Keeling.
In the bamboo room.
Guys, which is gorgeous. So we're going to start off, we're, highlighting great instructors spreading the love of Mahjong.
Yes, and Jen is a special instructor.
She's a special superstar. Yeah, she taught me and a group of my friends, our empty nesters, and then I taught you, and that kind of start our obsession.
So Jen, you're kind of the start of this whole thing.
I love that so much. It makes me so happy.
I know. So
we're so glad to be here.
I know. We're excited to highlight the OG.
The OG.
The OG superstar.
I love it. So we're just going to jump right in. We want to get to know you a little bit. And so who taught you Mahjong? And then when and what do you remember most about learning?
I taught myself. But I hope that does not diminish my credibility at all.
That's amazing. I did not know this.
You did not know this.
No, this is awesome. Let's hear.
I had a fall that was my own fault, and I broke my leg, and I had to have surgery, and that was the perfect time. And by then, people were just kind of barely starting to talk about it. Mm-hmm. And so I had a bunch of friends who were saying, we want to learn, but nobody wanted to take the time to learn. Yeah. So I was laid up, and I was like, I'm going to figure this out. So I read the big old book. And then I taught about 20 women in my home.
Oh my goodness.
And then it just went from there. But this was COVID. This was 2000.
I'm still so impressed.
Thank you. That's so
amazing.
Nice.
How did you turn your love of Mahjong into a teaching business?
Yeah, I've said, the one thing I've said that I would never, ever be, ever in my whole life is a teacher. My mom was a teacher, and I'm a trained accountant, and I worked in the corporate environment for many years. And then, of course, I was momming for many years. But I never had a desire to be a teacher. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. But I never envisioned this for my life. And then from then, it just kind of came naturally. And then we moved to a country club in order to be able to play regularly. And then they approached me about teaching at the country club to their members. Wow. So, and then from there, it just more and more people. And now it's exploded.
Huge thing. Yeah, she's been on the news.
Oh, she's
superstardom
and podcast superstar now.
There we go.
Adding it to the resume is growing.
Okay, how would you describe your teaching style in 3 words?
I thought a little bit about this because I kind of had a hint that maybe I would be asked this.
Yeah.
I would say number 1, thorough. My teaching retreats are 6 hours long. So I think you have no choice but to be thorough, but it just really fits the model well. So I really go into depth, not only about how you play, but why things are a certain way. I do talk a lot about the history of Mahjong, because if you're going to make an investment of money and of time, you might as well know a little bit about what you're doing.
Yes.
And then I really just don't want people to learn in a way that it's like I'm just going through the motions. I really want them to have a deeper understanding. And I also really want to tap into everybody's learning style. So I would think that the other word that I would use is inclusive. I've learned in my short little teaching career that some people need to see it, some people need to hear it, some people need to touch it.
That's true.
And so and you guys know that because you have a teaching background, but I had to kind of learn that, and I felt like I've gotten to where I've been able to read people's minds kind of, and if they're not getting it one way. So my teaching style is to incorporate all of those things in the all-day retreat so that people walk away and really feel like, oh, she got me. She understood that I needed to hear it, or I needed to touch it, or I needed to see it. And then I think the third word would be entertaining. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily an entertainer, but I think it's fun. It's relaxed and it's fun, and you get to touch the tiles and you get to laugh and you get to there's a little competition. We have competition throughout the day.
I want a prize.
Yes.
Well, you are competitive, Michelle.
Yeah. I mean, and even if people aren't naturally competitive, I want them to, and it's always in a team environment. It's never like, oh, you're on an island and competing by yourself. But, we'll try to build Mahjong hands, and I'll I'll do it where at the table it's 2 teams of 2. And so they're working together. And sometimes that's with someone they know. And sometimes it's with a stranger. And it's crazy how bonds have been formed.
I could see that.
Just in this common experience of an all-day retreat. So.
Well, I think our listeners need to know, because Jen and I just met. Actually, Friday night, I was on my way to
That's
the
so
venue.
funny.
I saw you out in the parking lot, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Jen. I can go say hi.
It was so fun.
Anyway, and so, but I can tell our listeners that just sitting down with you the 2 times I've chatted with you is that she is entertaining. She has this charisma and this sparkle.
That's
and
so personable.
if you're in the Tulsa area, you got to come. I mean,
That's so
It's
nice.
just
such
for
a good
Jen.
family to be a part of. Like it's and you know, Lisa, let's go Lisa.
Let's go, Lisa.
So she, is retiring. I think she's going to be here every day.
Oh,
Well, I want her to be here.
yeah,
every
I
day.
know. I think she loves it so
love
much.
it.
And I always say, "Why do you have other friends?" She's here. I was like, and she's like, "I'm having to sit at another table tonight." I was like, "Fine, you can have other friends."
She
Fine.
does have other friends. You know what? She's moved on too.
I
Michelle.
know, she
She's
has.
like, if you can't be here every
Every
time, then I got
know.
other people I
Her
can
and
play with.
Stacey- I know. I kept looking at
Yeah.
her at the table, going, "She's having fun."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
But
So what would you say is your favorite part about teaching Mahjong?
I would say, honestly, it comes from the heart in the sense that I love building confidence in people. And so a lot of people approach Mahjong with a little bit of anxiety, especially now that word has gotten out and they know it's difficult. And obviously I'm asking them to come here to learn and to set aside 6 hours of their day. And so there's a little bit of apprehension. And also I think we all have sort of this weird feeling of maybe I'm not smart enough or maybe I'll be the one person in the room that won't get it. And so my favorite part is building confidence. And my favorite thing is even if somebody is on a journey and it takes them a while to finally get it, at the point in time when I hear somebody say, I am so proud of myself, like that's the most heartwarming thing for me. And so I really am committed and passionate about it in helping people figure it out so that they can be confident about themselves and feel
Way
proud
to
of
say that.
themselves.
That's such a good way to say that.
I think you were meant to be a teacher.
I don't know.
Not in the traditional, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's such a good fit for you.
Thank you.
so good.
Thank you.
For
Do you want to do the next one, Michelle?
Okay, what are we on, producer? Wait, all right.
We're on number 5.
5. Okay, Tulsa knows you best for Mahjong retreats. Tell us about what that weekend looks like the actual retreat. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's thankfully it's not a whole weekend. It's just one day. It's just one day.
We
It's
might
just
be a
one day.
retreat.
Hey, well, for sure. There might be something in the works. there.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So I do an all-day retreat. I usually do them twice a month, and they're usually on a Thursday for sure.
Okay.
And then they're either on a Saturday or a Sunday. So like in May, it'll be the last Thursday of the month, and then also on that Saturday. But sometimes I do Sundays because people are busy with kids' sporting activities and all the things or whatever. So the day looks like this. It starts at 10 a.m. And you walk in and you get your snack and your drink and you sit down. And then I always start. I think some people, it's uncomfortable to have the kind of icebreaker where it's stand up and introduce yourself and tell me something fun. That creates anxiety. So I start with what I call a trivia guessing game. And it is where I tell them, you were not expected to know anything about Mahjong. I hope you didn't research anything about Mahjong because I'm going to take good care of you, but we're going to play a guessing game. And so we go through a little Mahjong trivia and it's, where were the first Mahjong sets sold in the U.S.? And that's always a big surprise.
It is.
Yes. In Chinese culture, what is, considered like the source of pride for the family. So I'm not giving the answers because you got to come to the retreat and see.
Oh, good
look at that
thinking.
teaser.
Yeah. But so we start with that and that kind of breaks the ice. There's lots of laughing and lots of oh my gosh, I had no idea, but I just have them guess. And then we move into sort of this combo of I will teach for a little bit and then we'll put our hands on the tiles and we'll do an activity that reinforces what I just taught. And we do that for a couple hours, and then we get up and we leave the building and we go across the parking lot to this cute little Mexican restaurant, and we have a quick lunch. It's 30 minutes. I get all the orders in advance so that they are ready to go. We go there, we eat, we come back, we do a little bit more activities, and then I have my Maj squad come in. That's later in the day, in the afternoon, and that's where my little experts come in. And so every single table in the room has a tutor. So they have a one-on-one experience where they're taking everything that they've learned throughout the day, and they're actually playing a couple of games of Mahjong with oversight, with some help. And then I finish up with a online demonstration because I really need people to practice. You got to practice in order to feel like you're really getting better and to start to become kind of obsessed with the game. You gotta work it, right? You gotta practice. But the online thing is really good because you don't have to worry about failure when you're just playing against a computer, So I do that.
Them to practice, which I know, Michelle, that's your thing, is you're always like, you got to practice.
Yeah, I feel like no matter how much, you have to start playing right away or you're going to get, I think, frustrated. I'm playing online again because Tina has been whooping me.
It's been awesome. I've been having the best time with this card.
I was like, I anteed up my $6.99 a month again. I was like, not for long, Missy.
You do. You have to get that familiarity with the card to really be successful, because ultimately, to increase your win percentage, you got to learn to pivot.
You have to.
And you got to know what to pivot to. You got to have familiarity with the card.
That's true.
Yeah. But the retreats are super fun. I love having everybody here.
Okay, what is your biggest advice for new players?
I cannot wait to hear what she says because I feel like I need lots of advice.
No, my gosh, you do not need. I mean, really, I think the biggest advice is just jump in and do it. Like, don't let anxiety get in the way. Don't let insecurities get in the way. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm not any good or I'm going to embarrass myself. One of the things in my retreat that I teach right off the bat is fake it till you make it. Because I think it's so important for somebody to really just jump in and not be worried about who they're sitting with and if the other person is going to be frustrated with them going slow or whatever. So I say it is jump in. Don't let anything get in your way. Fake it till you make it is literally the only thing that you have to say out loud in the game of Mahjong is the name of the tile when you discard it. And you can sit there and have all of your tiles be sitting on your rack and they're private to you, and nobody ever has to know how good or how bad you are at the game.
It's true. It's okay. So in just a moment, listeners, you need to know that we're hosting our birthday party here in just a few minutes. And one of the players that is coming, I've known her for so long. She just recently learned to play. And I cannot tell you how many times she confessed to me that she did that. Like she said, I was just pulling tiles. I wasn't going toward a hand. I was so stressed. I didn't want to be paralyzed or hold anybody up. So I just kept pretending like I was playing. I knew what I was. No one ever knew.
I think little Shelly, she teaches kindergarten, Shelly. And so if she just like comes and plays like after work or something and she's just brain fried, I think she just wants to be with her friends. And I think she just is discarding tiles and we would never know.
You would never know.
Like, if you dump them at the
she
end,
knows how to play well, but she's much better on a Saturday when she hasn't worked all day. And I'm like, one night, I don't remember, she had a rough day at work and all night I just was like, she doesn't even know what's in her. I was like, but I knew that because I know her so well. But I was like, that is exactly what she was.
That's awesome. We want to know what inspired you to make this awesome space that we've called the Bamboo Room. Like,
it is the place to be.
It is
like,
so cool.
Because like even people at work, they're like, because when they got the invite for the birthday party, they're like, we're going to get to, we've been driving by it. And I was like, you should come. You should come.
So many of our friends have said that, like, we get to go in there.
I know. Yes. It's awesome.
I love that so much. I guess the simple answer is necessity or demand. I mean, I was kind of hopping around to different places and renting other people's spaces. And there's just too much demand for the product, honestly, for people want to come. And I was outgrowing the places I was going.
I think there's no better reason than necessity. I'm so thrilled for you. It's so cool. It's been neat.
Guys, I cannot wait. I've showed it on socials before, but every corner is perfect.
Like
your taste is impeccable.
It is impeccable, and it's been so thoughtfully done. Every item.
Yeah, I love it. Obsessed.
Okay, so speaking of all that, Michelle and I have been kind of wanting to know, like, did you collaborate with a designer? Like, I know that this has your stamp on it and this is your personality. Did somebody else help speak into this space, or did you just go for it?
I love design, and I have always loved design. I haven't had the opportunity to do much of it other than in my own home. And I'm not sure I really wanted the opportunity, considering that when it becomes a job, maybe it's not as fun. But this was a labor of love. But I did have the amazing benefit of a Mahjonger who I met only through Mahjong, who is a designer. And so she was so gracious, and because I think she feels like Mahjong has changed her life and brought so much enrichment to her life, that she was so gracious about letting me run things past her. So her name is Laurie McDowell, and I'm so grateful that I had someone to just bounce things off of.
I love that Mahjong is what created that for you. Like, I think that's such a cool, full circle kind of moment. Okay, we want to shift over into who Jen is personally.
Personalities.
Jen, you and I have never played together, so I want to know
What?
your Mahjong nickname.
I don't have, you guys have to give me a Mahjong. We'll play together today. And you'll have to give me a Mahjong nickname. I don't know that I have a Mahjong nickname.
I always call her Guru Jen, like Mahjong.
Maybe that's just it. She's Guru Jen. She knows the
She
things.
knows all the things.
I like that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Guru
Okay.
Jen.
We all know
whatever
Jen.
whatever you guys think.
We all
Yeah,
know
I try
Jen.
not. I mean, I honestly, this is kind of sad, but I don't get to play very often
about.
because I'm hosting.
Teaching.
I'm
Hosting
hosting,
and
or I'm
teaching.
teaching, or I'm helping, or I'm trying to, encourage and bring somebody along on their journey. And so, in terms of like really, I don't think I've developed a Mahjong personality quite yet. You guys might have to help me with that.
We'll have to
Maybe at the
watch
birthday
today.
party.
I know.
Yeah.
Because we were like, you're playing today. You need to.
Oh my
You
gosh.
need to. You teach all the
You
time. We want you to
guys-
just sit and enjoy the party.
You don't even know how insightful that was. Like, I wouldn't expect you guys to know that. But the idea that I got invited to a party and I get to sit and play is the most refreshing thing.
Okay, Jen, Clay, my husband, is going on a boys' weekend, and I have decided that I am having Maj Palooza,
Okay.
and you're going to come.
Okay.
gonna be so much
It's going to be
fun.
a get
all
to play.
day. Like in the morning, we're going to play traditional, and then we're going to eat lunch, and then we're going to just swim
Taking it to the
and
pool
play in the pool.
Awesome.
with all the
Love
cool
that.
pool mats.
And you cannot teach anyone.
No,
We're gonna
there won't
teach
be
you-
anybody there
You're
that
just
doesn't
the
know how to
guests.
play.
Yeah, there'll be
Yeah.
just people.
Everyone
there'll be-
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna be so
that's
much fun.
super. Thank you for
wait.
the invitation. I love
Yes.
that.
Cannot wait. Okay, so what hand are you loving on the 2026 card?
Okay, this is kind of crazy because typically I do not look at the year, the section that's the
Yes.
current year. But for some reason, I have fallen in love with the last line on 2026.
Oh, is that the one that has
It
news
starts
in
with
it?
the pair. Yeah.
ends in news, does it?
Like
yeah, I think it does.
twos
end
and
in
then
news. And it's
two,
like a pair of twos and then a pair of soaps. And then I think it's a pung of twos, a pung of six, and then news at the
yeah.
end.
That
yes.
is a good one.
Yeah, I love that one.
It is fun. I do think more people are going to go to that 2026 section
all the
now
sexes,
because of all of
the
the
sixes.
evens.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes it a little easier to pivot between the sections. So-
I'm obsessed with the always Winds and Dragons, but the one and the north, and then
The
Oh,
two
that's
east.
cute. That's a cute
just
hand.
fun.
That is
It's
a
kinda
fun
fun.
hand.
It's
I do
cute.
like
It's
that
a fun
one.
hand.
Okay, what do you got,
You're
producer?
up.
Oh, what does Mahjong mean to you beyond the game?
A lot. It means a lot to me. It in a word, I would say community. Like I have developed friendships that are so deep and meaningful to me now. And these are people that were not friends of mine before. And it's through this love of Mahjong, and really it's through this love of building this space. I was reminded the other day, this is a crazy thing, but when I was a little girl, I was raised by a single mom, and we lived in a little apartment, like up until I was in high school. And she dedicated, I hadn't realized this until just recently, she let me have a closet, little walk-in closet, and it was my clubhouse.
Oh,
And
that's so
people,
smart.
yeah, my friends from the apartment complex, we'd come over. It's the teeny tiniest little place. And we put like some plywood across, so we had almost a little loft. in this little thing, and we would shut the door, and we were all crammed in there, and we would do our thing. And it just came to me the other day that now I have my own clubhouse.
I love that story.
So the process, I didn't even think about it throughout the whole entire process. But so now, my friends can come here and we can do our thing, and we can pretend that we have a clubhouse, and it's been such a rewarding experience. But the community, because of all of the people that I have met, is just something that is irreplaceable, and it's not something that I expected. But like you said earlier, like when we are dedicated mothers and we have raised our children, and then they fly away, you kind of find yourself in this spot of, who am I if I'm not a mom, or what am I, or what am I going to do with my time? And Mahjong has really filled the void, and all of the people that I have met through it have sort of filled that void in my life.
That's a great answer.
Perfect.
I love that story.
The community. It's true, though. I think that's why it's just catching on everywhere. I mean,
I think so too.
The connection, just being able to connect with people. And it doesn't have to be super deep. I mean, you can just come and enjoy the people that you're playing with for 2 hours. And then I always say, come play and get on with your day. And if you need to get on with your day, and then that's totally fine. And if you want to have a deeper relationship with someone, then you play with them again and again and again. You exchange numbers, and then you formed a friendship.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Well, this has been, I knew it would be. Jen,
So
it's
easy.
personal, a delight, and we just are so excited to showcase you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
So much
really
fun.
a privilege and a pleasure for me to have you guys here. I felt like my little Mahjong baby. She grew up. She grew up
Into a podcast superstar.
Into a podcast
And you started it
superstar.
all.
I
did.
love that.
I
I love
know.
that so much.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So we've titled this episode Teachers Near and Far.
Yes.
And Jen was our teacher near in Tulsa. And you can find her on socials at Maj with Jen.
Is it Mosh with Jen or Mahjong with Jen? I think it's Mahjong with Jen. It is. I know it is.
Okay, guys, try both. And
Bamboo Room, Tulsa. This is a good day for you.
I just want you to know. So much help.
This might be the fourth time we've tried to record this
Tina has
segue.
told me 110 times what to say, and my brain said no.
No, we're not recording this again. We're just going to keep going.
Bamboo Room, Tulsa.
Yes, on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And you're about to hear from Bamboo and Boxwoods, Christy Dickey out of Sewanee, Georgia. She's our giveaway winner. We had a little giveaway for a teacher spotlight, and so she's our teacher far away.
And this conversation was amazing.
Amazing.
We have two amazing teachers.
So buckle up. Here we go.
Guys, we are so excited about today. This is Christy Dickey from Bamboo and Boxwoods.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this conversation.
I know. So you guys won the giveaway. So we're highlighting teachers in this episode. And so we cannot wait to learn more about you and your Mahjong business.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you guys for having me. I feel like it was so nice to get to meet you guys back in Dallas. And so I feel like I'm joining friends.
We
do too. We feel the same way.
We do. Who taught you to play and what stuck with you most from that experience?
Yeah, well, so I'd been wanting to learn because I wanted to have like something of my own. I had seen something, I thought it looked really interesting and smart. So I ended up finding through a local club. It was the Buckhead Mahjong Club, which is in town. It's a good far drive from where I live. I'm about an hour north of there. So I took a long lunch. It was in the middle of the day, and I was all nerdy. I was ready to sit down and learn. And it was funny because there were women at my table who they had been invited by friends, and they thought it was going to be easy. And they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is not what we thought we were signing up for. But I was ready for it. I was like there with pad and paper. I was like, I want to learn Mahjong. So that was how I learned. I found a teacher. I took some time off of work. It was, like I said, middle of the day. But immediately I was just like, I love this game. And I called them up and I'm like, I want to learn. I want to teach. I want to be a part of it. And so I wanted to keep playing. and I needed lots of practice. And like I said, they're like an hour south of me. In an area that I live in, there's not that many people that play yet. So I kept going down into the city, like maybe after work, but it was kind of expensive. And so it was my takeaway, I guess, was I learned enough to be, where I felt like I wanted to keep playing, but I didn't have, the ability to practice it. Like, I learned it, I went to the session and I learned it, but then it was like, "Okay, now what?" Like, I wanna keep playing it. How do I keep playing it? And, so that was kind of my origin story.
I love that.
it.
Well, and we know something about what that's like. Like when we wanted to start playing, we knew we couldn't keep driving to each other's houses because we're almost an hour apart. And so we had to teach the people around us. So we get that.
Yeah.
It's for sure. So kind of tell us a little bit maybe about your team and what made you all decide to start Bamboo and Boxwoods.
So, Bamboo and Boxwoods, funny enough, I was thinking that I wanted to have something of my own. I've worked for other people forever. I still do. I've got my day job, but I loved the idea of having something of my own. My best friend and I were always talking about, having a business together. And we had gone on this amazing worldwide trip. That's a whole nother story, but we went to London and the Cotswolds, and we went to Malta to visit a really great friend. And we met all these really amazing women, and we've been best friends forever, and we always talk about wanting to have a business together. So, one day I decided I wanted to be the teacher of Mahjong. I wanted to, create a Mahjong business, and then also just a business in general. That's why I named it Bamboo and Boxwoods, because bamboo is like the Mahjong reference. And Boxwoods, we're in the South. I work in architecture, and I'm all about like gardens and Southern elegant design. So I kind of felt like Bamboo and Boxwoods went together with the things that I love. And the idea was like Mahjong and more. And I'm not really sure what the more is yet. It might be like, I would love to design tiles. I would love to have merch, or even like selling antique tables and chairs, like things that people might use to do a Mahjong room. I know those are getting very, very, a lot of press in the design world. So that's where Bamboo and Boxwoods came from. And I fully created the business, did the LLC, and called up Meredith and said, "Hey, I started a business and you're in it, and send me your bio." She was like, "Okay."
Awesome. That's friendship.
So it's a best friend. Exactly. It's a best friend when they're like, "I'm in, I'm all in. Sure, let's do it." And then my daughter, Megan, I taught both my daughters. I have 3 kids. But Megan, she really loved it, and she has a heart of a teacher. And so
Aw.
the 3 of us are really tight. Megan has the heart of a teacher. Meredith is amazing, and she's like the ultimate connector. She knows everybody, and she remembers everything about everybody, and she's great at pulling groups together. And then I'm kind of like the design and the technology and the fearless, like, let's just jump in and figure it out. So so that's how Bamboo and Boxwoods came together.
Did you teach Meredith?
I really can't take credit for teaching her. We went, but I'm kind of take credit for going, "I want you to learn Mahjong. Come along with me. This is really fun. Get in the boat. Let's go together,"
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So what would you say has been your biggest learning curve as a teacher or as a business owner?
I think like social media definitely is like a labyrinth I'm still exploring. My kids help me a lot with that. So that is something. I wasn't really active on social media. So I'm started to try to, become more active, and then also just learn how to post or when to post, and I've got a lot to learn. And then just like the balance of it all, because I've got a day job. So it's like the needs of my day job. I have a family. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a grandmother of 1.
Oh, I
so
love that.
fun.
She's a year old. She is precious. So my
Oh,
little Oakland.
cute.
So yeah, I've got a lot going on with that. And so I'm just constantly adjusting my sails all day long between, the different versions of me. It's kind of like Mahjong. There's always puzzles to solve. So
Yes. That's a good
and as
analogy.
a
That's smart
teacher,
to say that way. Yeah. So moving into the teaching bit, like how would you describe your teaching style? Because it's a little different depending
For
on who
everybody,
you
yeah.
learn from.
yeah, I want to be very welcoming and patient. and accessible. Like I have people that call me, my students will call me mid-game. Hey, I'm at Mahjong, and I'll be like at work and taking the call,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, and asking me about like, okay, can you explain this rule or this hand? So yeah, that's a big part of it. Is just like it's not that I teach and then I leave. I want people to be able to um, learn from me and then keep coming back. So I tell my students, if you've learned with me, you can audit my course. So if I'm doing a Mahjong 101 and you want to come and sit in, come and sit in.
You have to start. Yeah. Well, are you doing then what you're referencing? Are you doing like the 102 that I've seen all the teachers doing? Because I
Yeah.
don't think my teacher did that at first. I think the 102, because you learn all that information and then you're like, and then I tried to start teaching everybody at work, and I taught a bunch of bad habits that I wasn't.
We both did. We got so excited. We were teaching all these people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I did that with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I came home and I'm like, okay, I know how to teach. And I didn't know how to teach. And I was trying. So I had to learn how to teach, definitely.
How do you help people, your students that think it's just too hard, like they get frustrated and they give up? How do you keep people from giving up?
I just tell them, if you keep coming back, keep playing and it will click, and allow yourself to make those mistakes. Don't wait thinking you need to be better at it to start playing. Yeah, I just say keep playing, start playing, and you're going to make mistakes. And that's totally like just allow yourself the ability to laugh at that. One of the guys I taught came to the social and he was so excited. He said, I've learned 3 new things just playing tonight. And the next week he had family coming in town and he was like, I'm trying to figure out how to change my schedule so I can come to the Friday night social and play again. Because just playing it'll click.
I think my favorite thing you just said is so smart. You said, don't wait until you're good to play, or however you worded that was so beautifully said.
Yeah, it's so many things in life. It's like, you wait because you think you have to be better at it, and we're all figuring it out. So yeah, don't wait. Just start playing. That's the important part. Start playing.
I agree. That's good.
Okay, so let's shift out of teaching just a little bit. Why do you think Mahjong is such a powerful social game?
It's definitely a powerful social game. I love it. I love the diversity of it because I think that with Mahjong, it bridges the gaps. It bridges the gaps of age or gender or background. I mentioned I do these Friday night socials, and some of the people are people I've taught, and some of the people are just people in my community, and it's all backgrounds, all ages, all genders, and once there's a rhythm to the game, it's like a dance, and there's rules and they're established. And the game, there's no forced socializing in it. So once you know that rhythm and that dance and the rules, you're welcome at any table. You can sit down and start playing, and you don't have to feel like you have to be chatty. If you're not in a chatty mood that night, people just want to start moving the tiles around. Yeah. Yeah, you can sit down and chat if you want to, or you don't have to. And then also, nobody can see your tiles. So there's really no pressure. It's like there are times I sit at the table and maybe I've had a long day at work and like my brain is just mush and I can't think, but I'm still sitting at a table and playing and touching the tiles and going through the rhythm. And, I don't have to show anybody what hand I was going for, just somebody else wins and we dump the tiles in and we go again. And it's just a way to kind of get myself out of the house, new group of people. And so I think that's why it's so powerful.
Do the things.
I love it. Yeah, last week where I do open play, I sat at a table with a new woman. She's in her 70s, and she's coming to Mahjpalooza because
also
it doesn't.
Michelle makes friends wherever she goes, and she'll just invite you over. Like, just come on.
I have it monthly. Are you coming? But her group of friends don't like it, and so she started to come into where I play, and she's just delightful. And I was like, do you like Mahjong in the pool? And she'd never done it. So she's going to try it out.
I love that. Yeah.
That's something on my bucket list. I haven't done the pool Mahjong yet. I need to.
You have to.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
That looks definitely on my bucket list this summer.
Okay. We want to hear about the app. Tell us about your new endeavor, Find My Four.
Okay, so Find My Four was kind of an aha moment that I had after a really great week of meeting amazing people playing Mahjong. And I get lost with who I've played and know Mahjong with. The way that it works is I kind of created it to be kind of like Venmo. So, say you're at the table with four people, you pull up your app, you have a QR code. So, I would say, Tina, hey, here's my QR, and you would scan it. And then you immediately have me as a connection. And so, and I can jot things down about you, like, Mahjong and Mics podcast. And
Superstar podcast superstars.
Superstar. Can't forget the podcast Superstar. Really great merch. I want all the t-shirts. Give me all the t-shirts.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Listeners, you have to know that Michelle is showing Christy our podcast superstar Destiny plate.
I love those signs. They're so you cannot forget. You guys are superstars.
Okay, Beth gave us these. Birdman Beth.
Birdman Beth. She's the coolest. She's so fun.
Is she not? She is.
I got to meet her during Dallas, and we talked with her in the the lobby the day that we were leaving, and she had just made a really, really funny I guess a reel talking about what was it where she didn't want to play Mahjong anymore. Like she had her first time where she was Mahjonged out. Yeah.
Yeah. People were serious. I was like,
we're checking in on her like, oh
Yeah,
gosh,
are you
okay?
yes.
Yeah, she's a hoot. I really like her. And she taught me a lot about teaching. She's great. I follow all of her posts. She's really, really great.
Okay, I distracted you. Go back to your app.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry.
Yeah.
Here's what I was going to say about it. Like here's what I love about that idea is, we went to that tournament in Northwest Arkansas, and I did not have your app. I did not know that was a thing because you were still creating it and we had not connected.
Yep.
And every time I sat down with that little paper pencil, like scorecard they gave us, I was jotting down notes about the players, their names, where are they from, because I didn't have a way to connect up.
I think it's genius.
I wish I had Find My Four.
Yeah, so it's free to join, and really it's just like a passion project, kind of like Mahjong is a passion project for me. And so you can join and you can create your QR code, and then it's findmy4.co because somebody's squatting on .com. But you can so it's findmy4.co. But once you go to the website, you can save it to your home screen. It works as a web app. So you won't find it on the App Store, but you can sign up on the website and then save it to your home screen. And then it just works as an app. You open it up, it remembers you, and you can say, pull up my QR code, and you just, hey guys, here's my QR. Everybody scans it, you join up, and then say you want to host a table at your house. And like, I got a new set of tiles. I want to have people over. You can just open it up and go to your connections and invite them, and it'll fill the 4 seats. And so it's just a really easy way to keep the game going.
I love it.
I do too. I think it's a really smart idea. Okay, so speaking of making these connections with people,
Yeah.
we want to know, because we ask all of our guest superstars.
Yes.
We want to know your Mahjong nickname. Are you Social Sally because you like the people in the connection, or are you like, I don't know, Hardcore Heather, like you're all in on the rules and the things and you're going to cut people? Like, what's happening?
I'm neither. Sometimes I'm social. But I thought about it, and I think my nickname would be Miss Mulligan. Do you guys play, or do you know what a mulligan is?
It's golf, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's when you just get a chance to do it over.
I love
That's
over.
funny.
Yeah, because I'm all about second chances and like rewind the tiles, like, oh, I missed that joker exchange, or oh, I didn't realize, because I do a lot of teaching in beginners, and so I want everybody to have that I would hate to have somebody miss something that would really help their game. So I think I'm Miss Mulligan. I'm just like, yeah, go back, do it again.
I love that. Okay. This reminds me of Tristy. Okay, Miss Mulligan. Teacher expert. I feel like, though, after 2.5 years, forgetful Tristy, that you cannot get a redo.
Yeah, there is, there should be an expiration. I don't disagree. There's a time when you have to go, all right, enough with the mulligans.
You're not, what do we always say when we say
we kick him out of the nest?
Yeah, we're kicking him out of the nest.
Well, remember at our birthday party, she She's been playing for 2 years. She called it, puts it on her rack.
And wanted to redo. We're like,
she's like, oh, I don't want to call that. But she had the entire Kong out even. It's not like she just even put the tile. I mean, like,
she tries it and she's so personable. She gets by with murder.
But at some point you got to give them wings. And all right, now no more mulligans. You gotta play with the big leagues here.
At some point, we're going to say, Christy said you're off.
you're out, Tristy. You're out.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, no more mulligans. No. There's a time and a place for mulligans. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
for
Well,
sure.
and she's getting really good.
Yeah, well, we really broke down on the rules because she's beating us now.
Yeah, so now
she's
we're
getting good.
We're bringing down the hammer on that. Okay, so speaking of that,
Yes.
time and a place for mulligans and maybe not. We do have another question about this. What is one Mahjong rule or opinion that you do feel strongly about?
I am staunchly pro second Charleston. No debate, no hesitation. I am doing that Charleston twice. So if you're at my table, we're always doing a second Charleston. I like more trades, more possibilities. I hate it when someone stops the Charleston.
Michelle.
Well, and like I don't love the second layer, but
I know she's too nice.
I think
She
in
lets us
2.5
all do
years I've stopped it, twice?
Never. Yes,
Never with
twice.
Yeah. It has to be like,
But she doesn't like it. She hides her little
oh, that's a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Maybe.
I think. Team Second Charleston. I like it.
There we go.
I wonder, would we have Team Second Charleston and Team Stop Charleston? Team One Layer?
We're gonna work on this. It's coming to a store near you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being here. This was awesome.
This is so much fun.
Thank you guys for having me.
So until next time, may your jokers be plentiful and your Charleston be kind.
Happy Mahjong.